thought their defense was really good. We obviously left some points, I thought, around the rim, some layups, and left some points at the free throw line as well on our end. But I don't want to take away from UTEP's defense. I thought they were very physical, played us really well, especially to start the game. We just couldn't get the ball below the free throw line. They just had us playing in the kind of top half of the court there offensively. As the game went on, I thought we would have gotten to a little bit of a rhythm. But then again, in the second half, I just thought we left some points at the free throw line, left some points on layups. We missed a lot of easy ones there that I think would have just given us a little bit of a better rhythm offensively.
That's the second game in a row, though, that you guys feel you missed a lot of layups, and Carleton had that problem last year too.
Yeah.
Is this just a problem with this team shooting at the rim?
You know, I watched obviously the New Mexico State UTEP game, and gosh, New Mexico State. I think that game would have been much different. They missed a ton of layups in that game, and I remember just watching that game thinking, man, that score wasn't as I didn't think the score reflected the quality of shots. New Mexico State got a lot of good shots in that game, just missed a lot around the rim. And I thought we did too, and I think you have to credit UTEP. They got a lot of size around there. They bother shots, and hopefully it has a little bit more to do with them as opposed to some inherent weakness we have that, those aren't going to go down.
Talk about the end of the game, Coach.
Yeah, gosh. I probably should not have used my timeout at the end of the first half. The second half, I was thinking whether to use one or not. I just thought in the flow of the game there, maybe we could make a good play without letting them get their defense set up and get the matchups they wanted. Maybe we can make a quick play there to kind of win the game. Didn't get, obviously, a great look. You have to credit their defense. And then towards the end, we obviously kind of drew up a little play there, just didn't get it off in time.
Coach, you played in this building with New Mexico State, New Mexico in the
Yeah.
past few years now. Was there a different energy that you felt here coming back tonight as this program looks to rebuild?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've said it to anyone that asks. Coach Terry is a monster, man, and I think he's going to do an incredible job here. I saw and coached against him at Fresno. We had some incredible battles there. And then now, obviously, these last two, the one at our place last year and this one this year, he's a great coach. He's an incredible recruiter. The team he left at Fresno, even behind to come here, was an exceptional team. I think the world of him. He's an awesome coach. I don't know him very well personally, but I think UTEP basketball is in amazing hands right now.
Coach, update on CB. Was it the same knee that he kind of tweaked in that first game?
That's a good question. I don't know. I was just kind of told he couldn't return to the game. I'll hopefully get more here tonight. I think he's just visiting with actually some El Paso doctors right now.
Did you get what you wanted defensively against Bryson?
Yes, I felt going into the game we had to stop their bigs. I thought that was something we needed to do, but I did feel as though we were kind of underappreciating their guards. I think their guards are a lot better than they get credit for because everything is about Bryson. And their bigs in general, they're so good at getting the ball inside, and that was our game plan. We wanted to make sure they were not going to beat us from inside. They were going to have to beat us from the perimeter, and their guards played terrific. I thought Edwards was good. Lathan made a really big shot late. Boom, did he play the whole game? He played the whole game. I thought his defense was good. That guard play, particularly in the second half, I thought was really good for them, and I think is a very underrated part of their team.
And Jaquan's obviously a guy that's developed himself into the leader of this team.
Yeah.
Mountain West Player of the Week. He had the 31-point game a couple games ago. Did you need to rein him in a little bit with some of those shot selection?
I thought early, obviously, we didn't get off to a great start. Our offense wasn't in very good rhythm. That's something we have to work through. I have to work through. I think as players and staff, we've got 3 brand new ball handling guards. And I think when you inject 3 new guys into a roster, we've all got to find a way to kind of maneuver it and understand each other more and what our sweet spots are. We finished product by no means, and I think that's something that every game for us is an opportunity to hopefully grow and get better, and hopefully our next game out will be a little bit better than this one.
Yeah, what'd you tell the guys in the locker room? Obviously, you have a quick turnaround, another tough team staying down here.
Yeah, I mean, I told them whether we won or lost this game, we needed to play well. We needed to improve in certain areas. We did a great job getting to the free throw line. We didn't make them, unfortunately. We out-rebounded them. I thought we had some good defensive possessions, which we really haven't shown yet. We needed a few more stops down the stretch, but I actually thought today was a step. It sucks to lose. There's no doubt about it, but I thought we showed a lot of things today. Are there areas for improvement that maybe have even emerged that are new ones? Yeah. But I think this game was a good test for us. We didn't necessarily pass with an A because that would have been a win. But I don't come away from this right now very disappointed about our team. I think we still have a great ceiling, and I still think we have a chance to be a very good basketball team.
Vance is still struggling a little bit. When Jaquan gets double teamed, does the focus kind of go to him and some of the other players?
Yeah, again, I think that's part of us. We've got to find a way offensively to get guys in sync, and there's a lot of guys. So it's not just Vance, it's Zane, it's Keith, it's Corey, it's Carlton. You know, we've got a lot of different pieces, and offensively it makes it a challenge, you know, trying to find a way for us to stay in rhythm and then keeping these guys individually in places where they can kind of play well. And I think that's going to be a challenge. Like I've said many times, we're working on all year long. How can we find a way to get all these guys to kind of play well? And is it possible to get them all to play well at once? It's a good problem to have in theory, but practically we've got to get better at it.
Did you feel good about your last defensive possession, forcing Lathan to shoot a 17-footer contested?
We did. He went right, unfortunately, but he did miss that 2-point challenge jumper, I think, a couple possessions before. I thought our defense wasn't bad. You know, I don't know if that was a push in the back there in the offensive rebound or not. They're probably not going to call that one late. I would like that one back if we could have finished that one with a rebound there. And then we just unfortunately let him get right a couple times there down the stretch, Lathan, and he's a dynamic player going to that hand. So I thought our defense for stretch of the second half was good, but I don't love how we closed the game defensively.
2 more.
You got the quick turnaround now, though, and return to New Mexico State. They got the 5-game streak, 4 against you. I know the streak actually started with the win that you had when you were still coach, but this is a streak now. Is this a game that's even more important now that you lost this one?
Not really. I mean, I think they're all independent of each other. We're on a trip and they're close to each other, so you might, you know, put them together, but I don't think we're going to talk about it that way or I'm going to look at it that way. We'll start on New Mexico State tonight and get ready for them for Thursday, and I think hopefully it'll be another great basketball game like this one was. You want to come out on the winning end of it, but right now it's just about preparing to give ourselves the best effort we can Thursday night.
Do you think the quick turnaround against an MSU now on Thursday night is going to